Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Unity of Command 2 Desert Fox, the newest DLC out for this turn-based strategy and war game. A very well-designed war game, a very well-designed series that I think it makes wargaming approachable, decipherable, while still posing a challenge and being quite entertaining. And I actually really enjoy the Desert Fox scenarios so far. Tobruk was a little bit of a slog, but I'm finding myself enjoying them because they're a little bit more open than kind of the base game, where a lot of the battles, especially the battles in Italy in the base game, are pretty confined and don't really give you that blitzkrieg feel. Even some of the blitzkrieg scenarios from their earlier DLCs of the German campaigns in Western Europe are also somewhat confined. But I really do enjoy the Desert Fox campaign so far. This is the third battle in the campaign. We have fought so far successfully at both north, sort of in Libya, and then also at Tobruk. And we are now making a drive on Cairo to see if we can knock the Commonwealth out of the war early. This is the alternate history scenario. So because we took Tobruk in the last battle, which did not historically happen at this time, we were able to get an early drive on Cairo with the British not being, or the Commonwealth not being as well prepared as they would be later in the war. Probably a bit unrealistic. The Germans wouldn't have had the fuel or logistical support to make this kind of a drive. But I guess maybe you could make the argument that they got some supplies from Tobruk or something. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this series. I'm going to step aside. This was taken from a live stream from my Twitch channel. So let's go ahead and jump back into the stream and see how this scenario plays out. Okay, so is this a new unit? No, Panzer Regiment 8. So apparently they got their reinforcements. They're back up to 5 steps. Despite all the aerial attacks against them. Let's give these guys one more. I don't think I can give this to... Oh, I can. But they'll lose their veterancy, so I don't want to do that. Give them a 4th. Also give them pioneers. Mechanized force here. I don't know that if there's any other reinforcements that are free. At least not for the German units. The Italian units maybe. Also, some of these Italian units I believe are new. All right, so it looks like that's all of our headquarters reinforcements. German infantry, maybe? It's Italian. Do we have any German infantry? I don't think we do. Okay. What about the Italian mobile headquarters? What do they have? Nothing. Got it. Okay. So let's see what we got here. We've got to take Cairo by turn 13 for a major. Wow, that's a long drive. Ursa Marothu by 6. Okay. Secondary objectives, City Barani, which improve our supply situation. Currently supplies 70, so that's not ideal. El Dava by turn 7. So those two will improve our supply situations. RAF El Amira and Alexandria. Okay. If the Navy withdraws from the Eastern Mediterranean, I'm guessing that also improves our supply situation, but I don't know. Okay, so let's just build this guy up to be a big-ass depot, because he's right there on the front to support the initial advance. So this armored unit has engineers. I think pioneers are going to be important. I don't have a ton of prestige to spend on them. Anti-tank, I was hoping that would be anti-air. These guys are elites, so I don't want to reduce their experience there, even though more troops would be nice. Here's a question. What's better? A step 5 with veterans or a step 3 with elite? I don't actually know the answer to that. Kind of made the decision for myself though without waiting. All right, so that's how we're going to spend the points. I don't love spending on Italian troops, but we did. All right, so we're going to want to flank these guys. City Barani is going to be important though, so we're going to probably have a tougher advance along the main coastal road. This armor is clearly set up for a flanking thrust around these sort of southern dirt roads toward the supply just to the west of Mursa Maruth. We do have some recon here to see if there's anything out this way. There does appear to be some armor to the south of City Barani. We have one use of flying artillery. Our forts where? That we'll want to crush them with. I don't see any actual forts, so this might just be better against stubborn defenders. Alright, so this mountain range is going to prevent us from attacking the coastal road directly. Okay. I think air recon is actually going to be really important in this. I'm going to use the flying artillery to try and break this position open. I'll get one more use of it this battle. Okay. Destroyed them. I don't think I want to lead the way with my engineers. So there's a lot of British artillery around here, or armor. Okay. It's just a lot of casualties to take for a not very decisive result. You know? Like, I don't want to throw a 1-to-1 against my armor. That just seems like a bad idea. Those guys are going to be out of supply. Let's use our Opal Blitz. I mean, it's the only battle in this particular conference. Okay. Let's see what turn 2 has in store for us. Kind of expected a British armored counterattack. And it did not disappoint. They attacked and then withdrew. The lack of air power is concerning here for me. Oh my god. What am I going to do versus those two armored forces here? The 4th Brigade and the 7th Brigade. Nothing, 1-1. Alright, let's use our flying artillery. I didn't really want to use it this way, but if we can do some serious damage to one of their armored formations, that would be great. There we go. We destroyed one of them even. I will take that result. Losing my engineers is not what I wanted, but they are Italians, so... Alright, so we pretty much pushed straight up to Sidi Barani. Alright, I think these mechanized troops in the south will... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Will probably withdraw. I mean, that or they're going to be more or less surrounded. They might have a little bit of supply trickling through along this road. That was the result I wanted. Do they get any reinforcements, by the way? So my own supply situation is going to be pretty dicey, especially for my spearhead here. I've got one airdrop available to it. I also don't really fully understand this. So I can spend prestige, I think, to get refills. Oh, I think I just did. Oops. Not really what I meant to do. Mainly trying to weaken that mechanized formation so that they can't counter me. Alright, so the armor we drove back is here. Let's see what they do with their cut-off troops. Launch a counterattack against my armor, spoiling attack a bit. Pull that massive depot back completely, I bet. Or mostly. Alright. Give me the supplies. I need fucking air power. Okay. To 3 overrun, I can attack again. So I don't think I can put a depot on an airdrop supply center. Okay, no, there's no rail line, but it's a road. It's a good road. What's the situation here? A lone infantry unit there. Okay. Why can't I force supplies forward for any of these guys? This will move these engineers forward here so they can launch an attack directly on City Barani next turn. These guys will be cut off. Okay. Doesn't really make a difference if we're moving forward there, so let's not do that on the risk that we lose some of those command points next turn. I'll keep Rommel in the same spot as well for the same reason. All right. All right, so they didn't do anything much that turn. Alright, these are the Italians, right? Yeah, what are these? Those are German. I'm kind of annoyed I can't do a set piece attack against that fort. Alright, so we destroyed that enemy unit. We can push forward here. Launch a feint with our engineers. City Barani, we gotta take by turn 5. It's turn 4, so we'll hold off on doing too much there at the moment. Attack those mechanized troops who are surrounded. And overrun and clear that roadway. Railway here at Mercenaries, however you pronounce that. All right, so we took their headquarters unit there. Is there anything on this objective? No. supply's not great. All right, I gotta keep that depot where it is for the moment. We'll shuttle forward to City Barani, I think, next turn. Mursa Marathu turn 6, so I'm still doing tentatively. Oh, doing okay. What words? Doing okay tentatively? That's not a thing. Tentatively doing okay, I guess, would be an accurate-ish statement. 0-2 cornered. Breached and destroyed. Okay, so now what happens here? We took that objective, so this rail line is now in supply. So I think that whole rail line will be in supply for us no matter what. Which basically just means I need to get units on the railway, and there's no chance that they'll be denied supply next turn. Thank God. It's unrealistic, sort of. Like, the railway kind of makes sense. I think what's unrealistic is the idea that... Oh, shit, they moved troops there. Turn 7, which is 2 turns from now. I think the unrealistic bit is the, like, instantaneous nature of it. Really wish I could do a frickin' feint. I lost the engineers for really what's a secondary fight here. It does help the supply situation out, but... Okay, so supplies go up from 70% to 80%. That'll help the overall likelihood of troops being disrupted. All right, let's get these guys up here. Can this unit get there? No. They can't go. Those guys need to be in supply, so we'll pull these back to the airfield. All right, let's move the headquarters forward. And these guys have supplies, so I'm going to pull all of these trucks back. Those soldiers are going to lose their supply, but we'll have a whole bunch of depots and shit for them next turn. So let the drive on Cairo start. Yeah, maybe the German air power is keeping the Royal Navy away. I don't know, like. Don't ask questions. Alright. So they're not dug in yet. That's good. Okay, that should help with the overall... Eldaba is also another supply center. Really? These guys get a 1-to-1, but I don't really want... Those are not good odds. I do not like those odds. You know what? I should have waited on the depot. Placing a Mercer Maruth was more about the reserves coming up than it was actually fixing any problems. The enemy does get some reinforcements, right? Oh, wow. They get a lot of reinforcements. Well, that ain't good. All right, next turn. So they're cut off. Well, again, I'm not in great shape either, but depots, please be free of enemy troops. They are. Perfect. Oh, but they're troops on the flank. Got it. Stein, thank you for the resub. Appreciate the support. Okay. Daba has to fall this turn, right? It does. Feint to suppress him. Another feint to suppress him a little further. Hey, we drove them out of their position. We did lose the engineer, though. That was actually important. One, because it increases our supply up to 90%. But two, because it also pushes the rail line forward. Keep moving up the rail line. I know there's a depot we're not pressing home on, but that's less of a concern, I think. I assume these enemy troops on the flank will withdraw now that we've taken that. I think we should actually pull our oil drums out at this point, since everything is pretty much on the rail line this turn. Almost everything, not quite, but everything that isn't on the rail line is also in full supply right now. The exception of this one guy, which we can get up there with that. So yeah, let's pull the depot off this center here. It's not even really supplying most of the units there anyway, and we'll push it forward next turn. So RAF El Amiria by turn 10, which is still a little bit in the future. We're almost there with our lead Italian armored unit. See what we have to do here. Hey Stein, the Afrika Korps is hopefully rolling tonight. I'm surprised they didn't remove that cutoff depot there. I mean, thanks for the free supply, I guess. And for that too. So I got 2 depots there. I'll do 0 to 2. The engineers are suppressed, but not destroyed. Going back on the supply line. Alright, let's use the armor here, get 0 to 2. I'd rather push this armor forward toward the objective. This is a fortress. Fuck. Alright, so we've got till turn 10 to take this. And we're actually pretty close to Cairo, too. I'm gonna need to start dropping oil drums on this rail line and watching out for any enemy attempt to hit us in the flank. Alright, we knocked out that enemy unit on the flank. Took some prisoners. Keep the infantry moving up. They gotta be tired. Eating a lot of sand. Alright. Depot. Deploy it here. Let's wait. Right. I think that's an unlikely spot for them to hit. Kind of putting all our eggs in one basket at that, but Alexandria is going to be a tough slog because we're going to have to advance right up the gut against it. All right. What do they get next turn? 3 more brigades. Oh, they already got all of those reinforcements. Shit. And a bunch of bridges just got destroyed. And the troops on the route to Alexandria just dug in. Fuck. All fucks. Alright, move the armor around this RAF base. Flanked them. Use the engineers against them. And we took the base. Also, we get the flying whatever. Super wing, whatever you want to call them. Oh, nice. I can cross here. Take their supplies. And move in that way from behind. Very nice. So we'll cut the rail line to Alexandria, I assume. Although it's a port, so they may just automatically get supply. Anywhere I can get a 0 fur to try and speed things up, I will. Okay. So, what's the supply gonna look like here? Everybody's gonna be in supply. Advancing down this road to Cairo seems to be the route to go. Bring up the infantry. I think I forgot to move the headquarters last turn. We'll save the flying artillery for the moment. I'm not going to attack Alexandria this turn. Okay. 90% supply, basically no disruption at the front here. So they may try and pull back here to cut my troops off. I don't know that there's anything I can do to stop that. But we have we'll have 10, 11, and 12 to take Alexandria. The bulk of our troops are up here near Alexandria. We got to go take Cairo, but it's on this side of the river, which is nice. We may want to save our flying artillery for Cairo, but I'm not sure who would be in command at this point with all the disasters that have befallen the Commonwealth forces. Okay. I guess they automatically get supply because they're a... Alright, we're never going to take Alexandria unless we just flatten it. A lot of enemy infantry here that can counterattack, though. Alright, so Alexandria is ours. They deployed a shit ton of troops in this area to try and hold it. It's not a supply center for us, though. Just a secondary. So I guess we'll see if we can go take that fuel depot. I do want to take this unit on the southern end of this river. Overrun. I wonder if they're going to counterattack our troops over here. I think our armor is probably safe unless they have a bunch of air power we're not aware of yet. Our supply situation is mostly going to be okay at the front. We might have some units out of supply by 1. Blowing bridges does stop your ability to advance. If it's a major river like these ones where you've got the arches, you basically can't cross the river unless you use a special perk, which allows you to either build a pontoon bridge or to cross like an assault boats. It does stop supply as well. If it's a smaller river, I don't see any smaller rivers. They all look to be major rivers in this case. But if it's a smaller river, then you can still cross if the bridge is destroyed. But you have to cross, like, you can only move 1 hex. It's a huge drain to your efficiency, I guess. Probably the best way to put it. Yeah, the Nile's kind of a major river. Yeah. Just a little. It's but a stream. All right. Let's see what they do. They may try and like slash at any vulnerable spots in our front. I tried to secure it as best I could, but okay, this is not surprising. They're actually pulling a lot of their troops back, presumably toward Cairo, but then it looked like they might have also blown bridges in their rear, which makes less sense. Unless they actually pulled across the... No. They kept this bridge intact, but... Also, you can't attack across a major river either. Unless you have, again, special perks or whatever. What do we have up here? Just 1 enemy unit, huh? I'm going to attack. I'll use the engineers up. They can die. That's fine. I need to get their forts reduced before they get reinforcements, and I did. And there you go. We took Cairo. That should be it. That should be the battle. I don't know what the next steps in the campaign are. That was a good result. You can also use your headquarters to like rebuild bridges and stuff like that. Okay. So those guys are going to be low on supply, but that's fine. We'll push supply forward to these guys. I could have done it before the attack. Maybe I should have. Yeah, they released... I mean, there's a lot of railroads around here. I think they were defending the fleet base and they didn't have time to withdraw back toward Cairo. So the bulk of their forces were deployed along the coast to defend there. We flanked them by moving down this roadway here. They were committed to these railroads, which gave them extra supply. And then we moved south faster than they could. Casualties and troops and experience do carry over. There might be some exceptions. Some units don't fight in every battle, for example. But yes, they do carry over. I don't think there's anything left for us to do, so I think it's this is it. They had the opportunity to counterattack. They didn't succeed. Let's just move forward. I don't want to waste more or take more casualties. No one's totally starved out yet, so let's end this. All right, so Superman, Super Marina Superior, take Alexandria objective in Cairo scenario. Primary objective taken on time, so we get the gold Iron Star, Iron Cross, or whatever that is. 304 score, plus 20% supply, 14 enemy KA, 23 prisoners. We lost fewer men in this battle than we did in the Tobruk battle, at least on the German side. The Italians lost heavier, but that's a victory. Enemy troops may not care. I think those are purely determined by the scenario. We get a triple Iron Cross here? Or triple, it looks like that's a 3 iron things all on top. Next conference, I guess. What do we got going for us? Ooh, the advance into the Middle East. Okay. We have a free precision bombing. Always take the free cards. And then we can have 2 of the flying artilleries, but they're each 50. Still, I think they're worth the prestige. We have a Cairn Syrian, so I assume that's the Syrian headquarters. What battle? What do I get to see? Which units fight in the next battles? Afrika Korps still. Afrika Korps in the first battle, the battle for Suez. Sundurk Syrian in Importer, and no one in Cicero. So none of the headquarters units. So the Italian headquarters fight in... Well, the 21st Corps fights in 1 battle. So really the Syrian, we want to probably give them a little bit of prestige here, get them up to 10. I don't really think I want to spend any more points on the Afrika Korps. I'd rather save those prestige for something else. And I'll take the extra truck. So I think that's what we'll do moving forward. You can see here, weird. Suez. Okay. Are we flanking? Oh, it's covert operations in Vichy. Okay. And then this is like none of the... So this battle will probably have none of our carryover units because none of the headquarters that we have here are involved. So it'll probably just be like some sort of custom scenario. Importer will be these, I'm assuming, fresh troops that we haven't seen before. And then we've also got this one, which will have the carryover units. So interesting. Okay. Okay. I wonder if this is the last one. Like if we take Syria, Suez, and Crete or Cyprus, I suppose maybe we drive to Iraq? But yeah. By the way, Dine, I think I thanked you for resubbing, but thank you again. If not, yeah, attacking straight over Suez would probably be a bit of a challenge, I guess. But I think it's more mentioned. It's going to be like an uprising in Vichy, France, and then they're going to help you attack Suez from the rear, I would guess, if you limit their losses. And then this is just like another Crete in the waiting. Like, I guess the Royal Navy's probably pulled back, right? But yeah. Well, I'm glad you like it. That being said, that's going to do it for today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode number 3 in our Let's Play series, playing Desert Fox, the newest DLC for Unity of Command 2. And in our future episodes, we will be driving into the Middle East, specifically into the Palestine, Syria areas, and it looks also like a drive on Cyprus. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this series. It's a game that's been out for a while, but the DLC is new, and it's always a nice thing, I think, to return to it a bit. I'm a little bit unsure of like where the channel's going in the immediate short term. I've got some projects I'd like to work on, but in terms of like sort of staple games to play a bunch of on the channel, I'm at a little bit of loss right now. It seems like a quiet time for strategy games, at least games that are interesting to me right now. So I've been looking for something to kind of catch my eye, and I'm just, it's been a little bit of a kind of a, I don't know, maybe it's my own motivation, I don't know, but it hasn't been like a, here are these games I gotta play. I've played a lot of them, I've enjoyed a lot of them, but in terms of something that I want to play over an extended period of time, let me know your thoughts, let me know your recommendations. That'll do it for today's video of Unity of Command 2 though, so until next time, this is the Historical Gamer, as always, saying thank you very much for watching, and I'm out.